In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 3, season 2 of Chucky, titled Hail Mary. This episode was really fun to watch. After the events of the previous episode, where we find out that, I want to call him Recon Chucky, gets taken hostage by Jake, Devin, Lexi, and Nadine, and they want to find out what this Chucky is doing and why he's taking so many pictures. Lexi goes through the phone and finds out that there's someone named the Colonel in the phone. The Chucky won't speak or talk, so they kind of, torture him in a way. They put the knife through his fingernail. They put the knife to his eyeball. He's like, that's not going to scare me. And then when Chucky refuses to reveal any information to all the four, Jake instead attempts to kind of sway him into making him do certain things. So what they do is they do a sensory overload or aversion therapy. They show this, they hold his eyes open with hairpins, I believe, and he's still tied to the chair. And then they show him clips of horror films, death, decay, destruction, blood, gore, guts, you name it. And he's just watching it and watching it and watching it. And this Chucky all of a sudden throws up. And when he does that, Jake and Devin kind of have an argument where they're trying to understand that what can we do to actually get this. And certain one says, yes, let's do this. The other one says, no, let's not do that. And they show him unicorns, My Little Ponies. And once again, he throws up. But then all of a sudden, there's a shift in this Chucky doll. He starts being nice, being forward. He's like, yeah, hey, I'm Chucky. Want to play? He's like, oh, I'm so nice. How do you get your hair like that? What happens? What's this? What's that? It's really funny. And while Jake and Devin, do their thing, they're arguing, but they're trying to figure out what happens. They share a kiss, and Father Bryce sees this. So when Father Bryce sees this, meanwhile, another Chucky doll is delivered to the school. Like, what is happening? So while Nadine is giving a confession to a priest in the confession area, a Chucky doll kills the priest. Nadine doesn't know. And then all of a sudden the Chucky doll's like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Confessions, 400 Hail Marys, this and that. Now, Lexi kind of goes to the infirmary to get some pills because she's going through her withdrawals. And Trevor, who bullied her so many years ago, kind of sees that and, tries to put her under and tries to like undermine her and bully her again. Well, Lexi goes to hide, but she's supposed to keep an eye on Chucky. It's not happening. Okay. So she goes into the bathroom, takes a pill out, but the pill falls into a little drain that's in the bathroom. She has a panic attack, an anxiety attack, is going through withdrawals. And then Father Bryce walks into his room, or his office, so to speak, and the Chucky doll's there, sitting there. And it's like, what the hell is happening? What is going on? And then this Chucky doll just smiles. But it's a really different Chucky doll than what you would actually think it is. So all the while that's happening, Lexi admits to Nadine that she suffers from depression and anger and, just wants to have a whole new lease on life. And Nadine is like, you know what? It happens to a lot of people. And I really thought that the character of Nadine in this episode was actually going to get killed off. But I'm happy that she did, because she's a really fun character. And she's really has a history, but we don't know her full history of this, what she is and how the character works. And so Lexi and Nadine go back to their room, but before then, Trevor walks in with a few pills, puts it in the drawer, and then all of a sudden Chucky walks in. But then all of a sudden Chucky just like smacks the shit out of Trevor. Trevor goes flying 20 feet in the air, and then this Chucky doll just punches a hole right through Trevor, rips his heart out, and just starts laughing. It's like, what the hell? And then Lexi and Nadine come in, like, figure out what's, like, they don't know what's going on. And Jake and Devin come in. And then the nun is doing her rounds of, room checks. So they put Trevor in the closet, they put a sheet over it, and then, they're playing out like nothing ever happened. They do that. And then while that's happening, they're forced to hide the body, evidently. And then while the nice Chucky, I want to say, is sitting in Father Bryce's office, all of a sudden, this other Chucky comes in. This newer Chucky is like Rambo Chucky. Muscles, big brute, like walking around and like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I have to do. That's what I was told. Uh, and he does that, and he threatens the nice Chucky, and that's the end of the episode. Like, what is happening? What is absolutely happening in this season? I love the context of where everything's going. It takes place in a different setting where we've never seen a Child's Play movie or Chucky movie or season for that matter to go to a school like this and terrorize everything. And the characters are pushing this faith forward. God, Jesus, pay for your sins, sacrifice your sins, know what you're doing wrong, know what you're doing right. It's like, okay, and then even Jake and Devin are like, all right, cut the bullshit, shut the fuck up. This whole thing is stupid. So that happens, and they're doing that, and then everything's like Chucky, Chucky. Like, where is the real Chucky? The one who's doing everything. Like, is he still with Nika? Because remember, we saw Nika talking to Chucky, saying that let's kill Tiffany or Jennifer Tilly to get back at what happened. Uh, I love it. It's comedic. It's funny. I don't take this show seriously. There are elements of horror that is just in your face with the whole heart pulling out thing, and there's comedic moments where it's like, it's just so great, especially how Brad Dourif kind of like delivers his lines. It's perfect. Everyone in this show is great. The characters are great. I have a great time watching it. The character of Nadine is amazing and fun to see. And I'm curious to see how far this season goes at pushing the threshold. I'm pretty sure there's going to be much more surprises. And I'm hoping that this is not the last season because you can tell so much more story. And knowing that Don Mancini is still front and center and behind everything and running it and is the showrunner makes it that much more amazing, fun, and interesting to watch. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 3 of Chucky titled Hail Mary. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What do you think about the different aspects of what's going on with each different Chucky? You have the Recon Chucky who became the nice Chucky, and now you have Muscle Chucky or Rambo Chucky, I want to say. Do you like how they're doing that? Do you find this show more comedic than horror? And who is your favorite character in this season? And who is your least favorite character in this season? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week for my episode 4 review of Chucky.